Hey, alright, here we are playing Minecraft, and I may have messed up, um, I may have messed up really bad. I'm playing in my therapy world. Things are going good, except, I was trying to gather some blocks so that I can make some bridges, and I just dug straight down, and I just kept kind of cruising around, and eventually I ran into this area here. No big deal, you just sneak along and, you break stuff and you should be okay. And I've set off two shriekers, and now I'm in big trouble because I know the third one um, summons the warden, and yeah, I haven't fought the warden, I don't think. So yeah, I probably don't want to set it off. Did this guy up there? I don't think I can get to it without making it mad. Um, but today we've been working on bridges. Bridges is usually a safe bet. Um, Aha, cool. So whatever it was over there. Dude, these these living critters that are in the texture pack are spooking me. I already when I originally fell down when I was digging straight down because I'm very smart. Um, when I originally fell down, there had to have been like at least 8 creepers in the cave that was directly below me, and I just kind of ran into a corner, took some damage, and I didn't die, obviously. But yeah, let's see now. What are we gonna do? Get past this lava here. There's some diamonds. But yeah, we keep running into more and more creepers. And ran into a shrieker. So we're having all sorts of fun. As for like what we're gonna do, therapy wise, I really didn't have anything planned. I just knew that if I was gonna die, oh no, if I was gonna die to that warden that I was fixing to summon, I might as well, deal with the grief. And that's an interesting subject now that we're talking about it. Grief. Let's see here. Let's load up some of this stuff into these handy dandy bundles, which I didn't realize until now are great for storing things without having to put a box down. That's gonna be handy in the nether. Of course, we could just die here and lose all of our stuff and have to start over again. It wouldn't be the first time here in the therapy world dealing with the grief of loss, accepting that something that you're not going to be able to get back is tricky, because as long as you're not accepting it, you're kind of just like tricking yourself into being okay. You're kind of putting it off for the time being, and you might even think to yourself, "Hey, this isn't going to affect me." Oh no, oh no, I've really messed up now. Um, ah, I'll just block myself in with the lava. Um, you'll I'm out of blocks too. I want the andesite though, and the diorite. I think we're okay. We should be able to go this way now. And oh no, Don't go that way. You lava, you stay there just the way that you are. And dealing with that loss um, is is important in some aspects, right? You gotta be like, hey, I lost all my gear. I need to go get new gear. There will always be more. The world is infinite. Like the only thing you can lose and you can't get again is like the dragon's egg. That's I mean, and then what are you really losing when you lose that? Not much. Oh, we got a group of guys down here. Got a fan club. Hello. Hello. I might have the audio louder than I normally do. Let's see here. Let's escape sound. Yeah, I got it up to 40. We'll put it back down to 20. I think that's where we had it before. So we maintain the same levels. I've been listening to audio books while I play, and sometimes it's helpful to hear where things are when you're just kind of zoned out playing, picking up the resources. So I guess the way I deal with grief best is by letting it build up and surprise me over time. By letting it and the random like hurt, the way that it doesn't seem to have any real rhyme or reason. You weren't looking for it, and then all of a sudden you're dealing with like some serious like what's going on inside of my body. My chest hurts. My face is wet, and I don't know why. Well, of course you know why. Silly. It's because you're crying. Your body has decided that, you know what? Something about this is affecting me. And I'm going to try to communicate it to you in the best way I know possible by letting some tears out. Look at you over there hiding. Boop. Just reach out and touch him. Hello, Mr. Creeper. I could look at, the hurt of loss and when I reflect on it, I can see where the growth is. I hear a skeleton. I could see where the growth is. I could see where it brings, the things that someone had done and the effects that they had on your life. Even if it's just a tool in Minecraft that you have to go and remake, rebuild, rename. It all had an adventure. It was all part of it. Now, how far do you allow it to affect you? Well, that all depends. When I think about it, like if you see somebody like bawling their eyes out, throwing a massive tantrum, like beating their hands on the floor. Am I picking up tough? Is this tough? Yeah, it's tough. If they're beating their hands on the floor and just losing it, when I think back on to the times that I've lost it, just really gone all blubbery and lost control. Afterwards, there's an Enderman over there, or an Ender chest. One would be way more scary. When I've lost complete control and really just went in with it and gave up to the loss. Afterwards, I felt really refreshed. And it felt very necessary. And I felt really glad that I did in fact let go. So when I do see somebody upset and really going through it, that's how they would say, really going through it, I relate in a big way to that. Perfect. Hey, you. Look at you. He's all shaky. Oh no, he's mad. Low hanging fruit. Because I'm hiding. So even if we're losing our favorite toys, if we're losing our best friends, we still give ourselves a bit of time to let go and experience that loss. And sometimes it comes in waves. And you get a little bit here, you get a little bit there. But eventually, if you're patient and you're listening to yourself, really just going with it, you can have a full-on meltdown. And I'm not saying milk that meltdown for everything that it's worth, but why not? You know? Worse things could happen. And dropping a few tears because of, you lost your favorite armor pieces, or a family member. That's reasonable. Now, am I saying that my pickaxe is just as important as a family member? Yeah, I'd say they're right up there. Same tier. I mean, obviously netherite would would outweigh a family member, but they'd understand. So we're running out of torches. There we go. Did we hit a true dead end? Sorta. And did we get far enough away from the scary shriekers? I think so. We managed to skirt that event. Are we looking on space? Decent. Stash some of this stuff here. And the bundles are fun. Great way to clear up our inventory. I guess we can go up here and see what's going on up this way. Yeah, and I'm not really sure what what blocks we were gonna go for. I just wanted to dig down, get into some blocks, and figure it out. So we got to the end of, we made a very long, like little spindly bridge, just so that we can get over to where, there's some more diamonds, get over to where the spruce trees were, way to the south. And I was thinking about it, and I'm a big fan of, finding other things to do besides what I'm actually trying to do. And so I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and I'll make a giant bridge all the way across the ocean to this place. Maybe not like giant as in like as wide as the other ones. I might make it slimmer. But I was like, I need a block palette. And I need some stuff. Maybe we should do something with the clay. I don't know. We can make an organic bridge. That'd be different. All leaves. And on my adventures, I found I didn't find the pale forest. I did find some flowers, and I did cook some leaves, and they turned into like dead brush. So we got a couple of the newer things in Minecraft available to us after that. And I figured just a random cave adventure would be great. Technically, I'm like hoping to run into a trial chamber, but I don't think I ran into a proper deep dark either. So both of those would be cool. I think the trial chamber has a map you can get to go find one from a villager, so we might try that out. Besides that, I don't think there's a map to find the deep dark, but there might be. I don't know. This seems like a really big cavern here. He seems to go off there, there with those creepers. All those guys down there. This is decent. In a way, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't have to try to figure out a way to get away from the what's his name? The Deep Dark. The Warden. Let's see here. Yeah. You. Bad zombie. And you. Get wrecked. We're going to get ourselves into some trouble here. He left us some pearls. An Enderman is basically just a walking oyster. And look at all these friends that we've made. Not bad. Could use a little bit of a snack. Oh no. Children. Let's just run deeper into the cave. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? We die, we lose all of our stuff down here. It's a possibility. It's the dice we roll. Boop. This guy here, he is determined. Not necessarily a spider, but this little guy. We managed to survive so far. Hey, skeleton. Oh, this guy. What's up? Can I trade with you? Well, these are the new bats, aren't they? I know that there's supposed to be new bats. That's a thing. Let's snag some of this gold here for future processing. Let's see here. I'll stash away some of this junk. There we go. He gave us a carrot. What a guy. Well, I have to say that was a decent adventure. We almost got gotten by the warden. It was a close one. Maybe next time. Alrighty. See you later. Be well. Bye.